So I just thought I'd come on here and kind of talk about where I've been and what I've been doing and kind of the thought process behind the whole podcast and posting on social media and all that stuff. So, obviously, if anyone who's still here from the days I played Fortnite and streamed, is that's how I accumulated most of my following. I no longer play video games. It's just something I no longer have an interest in. I used to think that I would always play video games, but honestly, it's shocking that I don't even think about them anymore. Much like an ex girlfriend, how just one day you wake up, you don't even think about them. But yeah, so I kind of got out of the whole video game thing. Went to college. I graduate this May. Have a full time job lined up. Doing very well personally. My friendships have never been greater. My family relationship has never been better with my brothers, my sisters, my mother, my father. So super thankful for that. And as I round this big milestone of graduating college, I started to think about fulfillment and what fulfills me as a human, as a brother, as a friend, and as hopefully a future husband. And that's conversations. I really do love talking to people and having meaningful conversations. Not every conversation has to be meaningful or very serious. People who know me in real life know I am a very unserious person most of the time. I love making people laugh, and I do enjoy making a fool out of myself so that other people can find humor in it. As I found in this world, you can never have too much laughter. However, I kind of want to rotate into becoming that person people can go to, whether it be for personal finance advice, relationship advice, even academic advice, because I'm graduating with high honors. I got the full time job lined up, doing very well when it comes to my finances. I'm not in any debt. I have a great amount invested for my age, being 22, and that's not something that I'm saying to brag about. I've had so many different ruts in the road and dead ends and times where I'm like, I'm gonna be a loser. But I didn't succumb to any of those. I'll never forget my sophomore year. I actually decided to take a semester off of college. Thought about either not continuing or transferring, and I got a lot of lash back from my parents, from some of my friends, saying it's not a good decision. You'll never go back. It's very hard to start back up again. And thinking back, if I had listened to those opinions, I probably wouldn't be here. So that goes to show when it comes to opinions, take them with a grain of salt. The biggest opinion in your life will always be your own. So don't listen to others. And then when it comes to personal finances, I can't tell you how many times I've almost gone broke. I've been talking about crypto. Anyone that knows me in real life for probably since freshman year of high school, and Bitcoin was like 18, 19, 20,000 a coin. And, obviously with this next run, it went over six figures, over 100,000. It's, take a little dip, but it's super prevalent. And I don't think crypto's going anywhere. Again, if I'd listened to the opinions of others, I wouldn't have, the nice foundation of money I have right now. And, lastly, when it comes to friendships, I've made a lot of friends. I've lost a lot of friends. And along the way, I'm thankful for each and every one, because whether a relationship starts or a relationship ends, there's always things to be learned there. A big thing going into 2026 is I want to do more stuff like this. I want to have my friends on. I want to talk to them, even strangers. I've been talking to a lot of strangers in public and getting their feedback on, kind of how things are going in their lives or what they think about the world. And it's super interesting to get people's perspectives. And in a society where, it's very easy to not talk to people. You can be on your phone all day. You could wear headphones all day. It's not hard to kind of block people out, but I don't find that to be a good thing. So in hopes of this channel, it's not for me to make money. I have ways to make money, and I have an amount of money that I'm happy with already. So this isn't for the money. It's not for the fame. I don't really care about likes or subscribers or followers or views. I could care less. I'm kind of doing this for myself because it does fulfill me. You'll find if you look throughout history and famous people, and sadly, people have killed themselves who have amazing lives. And you may think their lives are amazing, but they're missing that fulfillment. The 27 Club when it comes to rock stars, a lot of astronauts, they'll go to the moon and they end up being alcoholics or drug addicts, because after that, it's very hard to find fulfilling things after you land on the fucking moon. What is the next step from there? And as I kind of reflect and, I'm graduating, like I said, I have the job, I have my finances, I have all my ducks in a row, but I'm still, missing that fulfillment piece. And I've come to learn that this is what fulfills me. I love having conversations. I love posting on social media. I love interacting with people. So just wanted to give you guys an update. I appreciate you being here. I'm sorry about the backdrop, how it is very basic. It's very plain, but I'm working with what I have. I could care less about having the most best looking podcast or the highest quality audio or the best visuals because I just want to be consistent and I want to make myself know that every day is an opportunity to post and there's zero excuses. So appreciate you guys listening to me ramble, and I hope it'll be a fun journey. I hope it'll be a long one, and hopefully I can learn something from you guys and you guys can learn something from me along the way.